What if I told you NASA has been quietly tracking an interstellar object for over a year, and its path is heading straight toward Earth's orbital zone in just a few weeks? I'm not talking about a distant flyby millions of miles away. This is happening in the exact region of space where Earth will pass within a mere 7-2-hour window. And the most unsettling part? NASA has known about this for at least 3 months and hasn't made a word public. If your pulse just spiked, if your mind is racing and asking why this isn't headline news, then stop everything and listen carefully. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what I'm about to share comes from classified trajectory data leaked to me just 48 hours ago. This is information the public deserves to know. Share this video with everyone you care about, because what happens in the next few weeks could affect all of us. Let me start by explaining why this has me on edge. I've been a physicist for 35 years, working with NASA on multiple projects and consulting for space agencies worldwide. In all that time, I've never seen an organization as careful and transparent as NASA go utterly silent about something of this magnitude. That silence, frankly, terrifies me more than the object itself. On March 4th, 2026, at 6:23 a.m., I received an encrypted email from a trusted colleague at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, someone I've known for 2 decades and whose judgment I trust completely. The email contained a single attachment, a trajectory analysis file dated February 12th. When I opened it, my coffee went cold. The object, 3 Atlas, has been defying expectations for over a year. We've been calling it a comet, but it's no ordinary comet. Its trajectory will bring it within 0.04 astronomical units of Earth's orbital path, around 6 million kilometers. That might sound far, but here's the critical detail. On April 18th, Earth will be less than 2 million kilometers from that intersection point, hurtling at 30 kilometers per second directly toward where 3 Atlas will cross our orbit. This isn't a casual flyby. It's Earth potentially driving into the debris and materials this interstellar object has been releasing. NASA doesn't yet know the full consequences. I stared at the file for 20 minutes, then called my source. "Why hasn't this been announced?" I asked. A long pause. "NASA is in a difficult position," he said. "Announcing an interstellar object crossing Earth's orbit, even at a safe distance, could trigger panic, conspiracy theories, and market chaos. They're trying to communicate the risk accurately without causing mass hysteria." I asked the question hanging over both our heads. What risk? Another long pause. "The object itself won't hit us," he said. "Probability of impact is effectively 0, but the materials it's spraying, those mini-jets releasing unknown compounds, we're going to fly through them. Earth's atmosphere will interact with particles of unknown composition, and NASA doesn't know what that means." My stomach sank. "Are you telling me you're worried about atmospheric contamination?" "Yes," he said. "We don't know what to worry about. No models exist, no precedent, no protocols for Earth passing through an interstellar debris field, carrying organic compounds and complex chemistry we've never encountered. And they're staying quiet about it." That's when I made a decision. I couldn't stay silent. Not about this. The next 24 hours were a blur of calls and messages. I reached out to scientists I trust implicitly: Dr. Sarah Chin at MIT, Dr. Elena Vasquez at ESA, Dr. James Rodriguez at JPL, Dr. Yuki Tanaka in Japan, even Professor A.V. Lowe at Harvard. Within hours, we assembled an emergency video conference, and what we discovered was far more alarming than I expected. Sarah was the first to speak. She had been analyzing material released during 3 Atlas's recent outburst. "The composition is concerning," she said. "Yes, it's primarily water ice, But mixed in are organic compounds at concentrations far higher than any natural comet. Amino acids, nucleobases, complex hydrocarbons. If Earth's upper atmosphere interacts with this material, we could be introducing extraterrestrial organic chemistry on a massive scale. I asked bluntly about the potential effects. Unknown, she said. Best case, nothing. Particles burn up harmlessly. Worst case, catalytic compounds interact with our atmospheric chemistry unpredictably, potentially affecting ozone, weather patterns, or even introducing biological precursors. James jumped in with data modeling. Particle density in 3 Atlas's wake is extreme, around 50,000 particles per cubic kilometer in the densest regions. Most are microscopic, some larger. As Earth passes through, millions of particles will intercept our atmosphere. They'll burn up as meteors, a meteor shower unlike anything recorded in history. A meteor shower? I repeated, disbelief in my voice. Yes, James confirmed. Thousands of visible meteors per hour, maybe tens of thousands, over a 4-8-hour peak starting April 18th. Beautiful, breathtaking, and completely unprecedented. Elena added something that made the room go silent. NASA hasn't disclosed this publicly yet, but 3 Atlas is decelerating. It's slowing down as if synchronizing with something Earth's orbital velocity. Objects don't do this unless there's purpose behind it. You're saying, I started, the trajectory corrections are too precise to be random outgassing. Something is guiding this object. Whether it's internal mechanisms, pre-programmed instructions, or something else, we can't say. But it's not behaving like a passive comet. Finally, the realization hit us all. If this object is deliberately targeting Earth's orbit and depositing organic material, we may be witnessing directed panspermia, an interstellar seeding of life. Directed panspermia, Sarah whispered. Exactly. A seed ship delivering materials to facilitate the emergence or evolution of life. Every observation, the compact structure, internal heat source, controlled emissions, trajectory adjustments points toward intention. Its timing suggests it may have positioned itself to deliver these compounds directly into Earth's atmosphere. It's extraordinary, unprecedented, and entirely plausible given the data. And now, the countdown is on. By March 6th, I made a decision that could end my career. I contacted journalists at major publications, the New York Times, The Guardian, Scientific American, offering them the story with full data analysis and commentary from multiple experts. 2 declined, saying it was too speculative, too likely to cause panic. The 3rd agreed to investigate, but warned me bluntly, if you're wrong, you'll destroy your credibility. I knew the stakes, but staying silent felt impossible. If 3 Atlas's trajectory continues as predicted, and we ignore it, we'd be failing in our duty to inform the public. The article is being fact-checked now, set to publish within 48 hours. After that, the world will know, and everything changes. Either I'll be vindicated or dismissed as a conspiracy theorist, but I couldn't stay quiet, not about this. Here's what's going to unfold over the next 6 weeks, whether NASA announces it or not. Around April 10th, amateur astronomers will notice a subtle uptick in meteor activity. Nothing dramatic, just more shooting stars than usual. Most will dismiss it as a typical celestial occurrence. By April 15th, the activity intensifies. News reports will mention unusually high meteor counts. Scientists will begin to speculate about the source. Some will suspect debris from 3 Atlas, but without official confirmation, it will remain speculation. April 18th is the critical moment. Earth will pass through the densest part of 3 Atlas's particle trail. The night sky will erupt in a meteor shower unlike anything humanity has ever seen. Thousands of meteors from another star system. This is science and spectacle intertwined, an opportunity to observe the cosmos influencing our world directly. The countdown is on. April 18th, 2026 is approaching, and the sky is preparing to tell a story billions of years in the making. April 18th will arrive, and with it, the night sky will erupt in light. The meteors of 3 Atlas will streak across the globe, each fragment a traveler from another world, carrying messages written in molecules. The spectacle will be breathtaking, a reminder that Earth is part of a vast, interconnected universe. We don't know whether these particles will have any lasting effect on our planet, but that uncertainty is what makes this moment historic. NASA has prepared for observation and sampling, issuing guidance to minimize risk while maximizing scientific discovery. We will watch, record, and learn together, participating in an unprecedented planetary scale experiment. This isn't a time for panic. Earth's atmosphere is an incredibly effective shield. Most particles will burn up harmlessly, producing thousands of meteors visible across the world. But it is a time for vigilance, observation, and curiosity. Take photos, document meteor activity, and share data when possible. Scientists will rely on as much information as possible to understand what is happening. As a global community, we are about to witness a moment that may change humanity's understanding of life, chemistry, and our place in the cosmos. Whether this event proves harmless or transformative, it is undeniably extraordinary. We will participate in history, watching a planet intersect with the path of an interstellar visitor carrying the building blocks of life across light years of space. Remember, April 12th brings NASA's official announcement. By April 18th, the night sky will become a living experiment. April 20th onward, scientists will analyze, debate, and interpret the aftermath. Did 3 Atlas introduce new materials into our atmosphere? Did it alter chemistry, life, or the environment? The answers are unknown, and that is precisely why this moment matters. So here is what you must do. Don't panic, but don't ignore it. Watch the skies on April 18th. Document what you see. Share your observations. Stay informed, follow scientific guidance, and ask questions. Most importantly, appreciate the sheer magnitude of what we're experiencing. A direct encounter with an object from another star system, something unprecedented, humbling, beautiful, and real. We are all passengers on this planet, flying through space at 30 kilometers per second, about to pass through a cloud of stardust from another world. 3 Atlas is coming. History is about to unfold in the sky above. And when it does, look up, witness, and remember, you were there to see humanity intersect with the cosmos in a way that will be studied for centuries. Stay safe, stay informed, stay curious, and never forget, we are part of something far larger than ourselves, and for the first time, the universe has reached out and touched our world in a tangible, undeniable way. April 18th is coming. Watch, document, participate, and witness history. Per hour, maybe tens of thousands, streaking across the sky, visible everywhere. Beautiful, mesmerizing, and deeply unsettling when you realize these aren't random bits of rock, they're fragments of an interstellar visitor carrying complex organic compounds from another star system. We'll be interacting with materials that have traveled light years, entering our atmosphere, depositing compounds humanity has never encountered. The implications are staggering. A natural experiment in planetary chemistry that we didn't design but cannot ignore. Some particles will burn up harmlessly, but others could catalyze reactions in the upper atmosphere, creating changes we can't fully predict. And all of this is happening while NASA prepares to carefully control the narrative, emphasizing the spectacle and downplaying the unknowns. Meanwhile, scientists worldwide are mobilizing. Telescopes are being aligned, observation networks are coordinating, atmospheric sampling equipment is being readied. Every agency capable of monitoring the event is on high alert, knowing that this isn't just another comet passing by. It's a direct encounter with extraterrestrial material, a real-time experiment on a planetary scale, with consequences we can only begin to anticipate. As this unfolds, the questions are unavoidable. What happens when Earth intercepts particles from another star system? Could it affect the atmosphere, the chemistry, or even biological precursors? Has 3 Atlas intentionally positioned itself to seed planets with the building blocks of life? These aren't wild theories, they're supported by precise measurements, trajectory data, and the chemical analysis of materials released over the past year. And now, the countdown is real. We are about to witness something unprecedented, and whether it ends up harmless, spectacular, or transformative, this is history being written in real time, above our heads, as our planet hurtles through space at 30 kilometers per second, about to intersect an interstellar visitor's wake. Just as we began to digest the implications, new data emerged. Sarah Chen's team continued analyzing particles from 3E Atlas. The density of organic compounds is far higher than anything we've observed in natural comets, she explained. Amino acids, nucleobases, and complex hydrocarbons are all present. If Earth's atmosphere interacts with this material, we could see chemical reactions we've never modeled before. It's not inherently catastrophic, but it is unprecedented. James Rodriguez ran simulations based on updated particle ejection data. Peak particle density will occur in specific regions along Earth's path. Millions of particles will enter the atmosphere during the encounter. Many will burn up, producing a meteor shower visible from most of the planet. But some of these materials will survive atmospheric entry, potentially depositing complex compounds at various altitudes. Elena Vasquez brought up another startling observation. The deceleration profile of 3 Atlas is inconsistent with natural outgassing. Its velocity is adjusting in a way that synchronizes almost perfectly with Earth's orbit. Objects don't do this unless something is influencing their motion. I had to ask the question out loud, are you suggesting this is intentional? Elena's response was cautious but firm. The trajectory corrections are too precise to be random. Whether through internal mechanisms or guidance systems, the object is behaving as though it has a purpose. We cannot say definitively what that purpose is, but the possibility of directed interaction is real. This led to a chilling conclusion. If 3 Atlas is deliberately delivering organic compounds to Earth, we could be witnessing directed panspermia, a method by which life's building blocks are intentionally spread between worlds. Sarah whispered the term that echoed through the room. Directed panspermia. Exactly, Elena confirmed. A probe or a vessel carrying organic chemistry designed to seed habitable planets. Everything about 3 Atlas, the internal heat source, emissions, trajectory adjustments, timing points toward intentional seeding. The room fell silent. We were staring at a scenario that was both scientifically thrilling and unnerving. On April 18th, the planet would unknowingly participate in an experiment conducted over light years. Interstellar compounds would enter Earth's atmosphere, some burning harmlessly, others potentially integrating into our planetary chemistry. This isn't science fiction. This is happening in real time, with precise measurements supporting every observation. And NASA, while monitoring and preparing contingency plans, had delayed public disclosure until the perfect moment to minimize panic and maximize safety. We had to be careful in interpreting the data, but the implications were unavoidable. History was about to be made. Over the next few weeks, the sky itself becomes a laboratory. April 10th brings early meteor activity, subtle enough to go unnoticed by most. By April 15th, the phenomenon intensifies, drawing the attention of amateur astronomers and early media reports. Then, April 18th, the crescendo thousands of meteors streak across the sky, each a fragment of another star system, each a messenger from the cosmos. And yet, as spectacular as it will appear, there is an undercurrent of uncertainty. We have never intersected an interstellar object carrying complex organic chemistry. We have never observed the effects of Earth's atmosphere interacting with such materials. We have never witnessed a planet unknowingly participate in what may be an intentional seeding event. The night sky is about to become a living experiment, and we are all participants. As April 18th draws near, the anticipation is palpable. NASA has signaled that it will make a controlled announcement on March 12th, detailing the trajectory, convergence, expected meteor shower, and uncertainties, but carefully downplaying the potential for atmospheric interaction. That's understandable. They're trying to prevent mass panic. But for those of us watching the data closely, the unknowns are impossible to ignore. 3 Atlas is now approximately 180 million kilometers from Earth. It's decelerating, still releasing particles into the region our planet will pass through in just 6 weeks. Multiple space agencies are monitoring it around the clock. Telescopes worldwide track every movement. Atmospheric scientists are preparing sampling equipment. Observation networks are ready to document the meteor shower. And for the rest of us, the waiting begins, a mixture of excitement, anxiety, and wonder. Once Earth enters the densest portion of 3 Atlas's particle trail, millions of microscopic and larger particles will burn up in our atmosphere, creating a meteor shower unlike anything in history. Thousands, possibly tens of thousands of meteors per hour, streaking across the sky. Beautiful, terrifying, and humbling, because we are witnessing something unprecedented. Matter from another star system interacting with our world in real time. The chemical composition of these particles is extraordinary. Complex organic compounds, amino acids, and nucleobases, all traveling light years, entering Earth's atmosphere for the first time. While the atmosphere will incinerate most of these particles, some may survive, depositing materials never before found on our planet. Could they interact with our chemistry in unforeseen ways? Could they introduce reactions that change atmospheric or biological processes? We don't know. That uncertainty is the essence of this event. Scientists across the globe will collect samples, analyze atmospheric chemistry, and track every interaction. Observers on the ground will record meteors, their frequency, size, and intensity. Together, this data may reveal whether we are merely witnessing a spectacular cosmic display or participating in something far greater, a planetary-scale delivery of extraterrestrial chemistry. As the days approach, the sense of history is undeniable. We are about to experience an astronomical event that has never happened in recorded human history. For the first time, a planet will intentionally or at least deliberately intercept materials from an interstellar object carrying chemical compounds that may have originated